and he can take empty cups and fill them. If you feel empty today, this is the place to be. Notice that he goes on and he says in verse 5, "Thus says the Lord, cursed is the man who trusts in man and makes flesh his strength, whose heart turns away from the Lord. He is like a shrub in the desert, and shall not see any good come. He shall dwell in the parched places of the wilderness, in an uninhabited salt land. But blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose trust is in the Lord. He's like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream and does not fear when heat comes, for its leaves remain green, and is not anxious in the year of drought, for it does not cease to bear fruit." Wow. You know, the Bible is really an interesting book for many reasons. Do you notice how it sets these two off in contrast? And I say to you today that you are either a shrub in the desert, not bearing fruit, not being refreshed, or you are a tree planted by the rivers of water. To put it more clearly, according to the text, you're either cursed because you're trusting in yourself, or you're blessed because you're trusting in God, and you are finding that you are having inner resources to be able to cope with life and all that goes on in your inner world, despite the outer world. So he begins with this contrast. What I'd like to do is to give you some characteristics of that tree planted by water, then apply it and ask God to change us because we've heard his word. First of all, he shall be like a tree planted by water. He's planted in the right place. Planted in the right place. And of course, the place to be planted is trust in God as opposed to trust in man. Cursed is the man who trusts in man, but blessed is the person who trusts in God. Now, first of all, a couple of comments about trusting in man. Trust in man will work as long as life is going well for you. If you have a job, if you're healthy, and you enjoy what you're doing, trust in man will get you where you want to go, perhaps. But it can't take the heat of the desert. It can't take the famines, the drought. It can't take adversity. Therefore it says, blessed is he who trusts in the Lord, and the Lord is his strength, and he is like a tree planted by the water. You say, well, Pastor Lutzer, I'm going through all of these difficulties, all of these trials, and God isn't responding to them. God usually doesn't respond to them. He responds to our faith. And if we do not have faith,
and I might have stayed on within there, but my heart cried out for you. California, oh, California, coming home. Oh, make me feel good, rock and roll back.
Beer guy, so